Hello, she says to nobody as of yet. Today we will be playing Dark Soul 3, where I, Dark Soul, will navigate the world of souls.
That are dark.
They're pretty dark. Switch over to the game capture and open the stream. Yeah, I'm not even sure what's going on there.
He has one pick.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it helps. It
For context, whoever is watching this VOD later, I suppose.
yeah.
I'm looking for Bluetooth mics on Amazon, and I came across one that kind of looks like one of those like hand-sized circular sanders, except it's a mouse. It's just this round puck shape with buttons on it.
Yeah,
I'm so confused.
looking at the
It's a
picture,
space mouse.
Space Mouse. Looking at the picture, A, it looks like a small hovercraft of some sort,
Yeah.
and B, it is very unclear what controls you articulate with your human hands in order to operate that thing. Um, I did a Dark Souls stream a while ago, or rather, the latter half of a Dead by Daylight stream. I spent stumbling through the first few minutes of Dark Souls, paying entirely too much attention to my viewer count to play the game well. So I am going to start a new one, and and hopefully do a little bit better.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Character creation, as we all know, is the most important part. And I think I'm going to do a dex build for my own sanity. And I think I'm going to start as the deprived for my own convenience. Do I have any saved favorites? Only one, and it's not what I'm after. Face detail, similar face, and just sort of see what we can dredge up. I actually like this as a starting point. There we are.
Beautiful.
I think I got it in one.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Easy peasy. Now, can I get the big picture mode keyboard for this? No, I can't. Which means I have to pick up the damn keyboard and bring it back over to my lap.
Really horrid.
Drimply. Duh. Don't cancel character creation. I worked so hard to get it to where it currently is. Yeah. Drimply. And we are off to the races. Oof. I forgot that the wooden plank shield does not have a parry. So we're off to a pretty bad start already. When I'm playing the Deprived, I like to come back for the Crystal Lizard over there later. I don't like the Wooden Club's moveset. Especially not for fighting that dude, so... I'm thinking about H-Bomber Guy's video. I've been binging a lot of H-Bomber Guy. I'm thinking about his video about Bloodborne and what makes it so good. It's ways that it can make people who haven't played a Souls-like or didn't enjoy the other Souls-likes after they finish Bloodborne, they decide to give the rest of the franchise a shot, or another shot, alternately. And he makes a lot of good points in that video. One of the things that he focuses on fairly chiefly, though, is the presence of shields in the Dark Souls games, and how in Bloodborne there's only one shield and it does practically nothing. That was a weird frame hitch. How in Bloodborne there's only one shield and it doesn't really do anything, and how it encourages a faster, more active, more dangerous playstyle as compared to in Dark Souls, where for PvE purposes, shields are essentially like a catch-all answer. If you've got good enough poise, high enough health, good enough equip load, you can just equip a big shield and block everything. And that is a point that I had not considered, because I myself, frankly, hardly ever use shields. So that's not a great start. Whiff a lot of the early attacks that you can get on this way. Ouch. Ouch. Right. What was I saying? Oh, right. I mean, like, parrying certainly is an extension of the shields encourage a slow defensive playstyle sort of thing. And I forget whether he mentions parrying much in that video. Maybe it's a Dark Souls 3 thing, because I've never really played 1, and I've only played a tiny bit of 2. I need to focus. It's been a while since I've had to focus on Gundyr. Hopefully I will remember what I was saying. There we go. Anyway, I don't know if it's a Dark Souls 3 thing specifically, like if shields are just not as good in this game, the same way Pyromancer is sort of the default option in Dark Souls 1 because of how good it is, whereas in this game it is about as good, maybe slightly better than most of the other starting classes. I am kind of talking out of my ass here, but yeah, just thinking about that video. I don't know whether I'm having like specific thoughts about it, but in a sort of strength and equip load focus build that I played through the game with recently, I did briefly use the giant door shields from the Ringed City DLC. And those are fun. I don't know how viable they are as weapons. Well, I say I don't know how viable they are as weapons. I've not used them in a boss fight. So maybe it was just that I was going from using Yorm's Great Axe, which can kill most little dudes in 1 or 2 hits, to the giant door shields. Yeah. Should I try and bait Swordmaster into walking off of a cliff? I should rest at a bonfire first, and then I will bait Swordmaster into walking off the cliff. Let's get him picked up. Another straight sword. Could probably buy a dagger. And that has a okay dex scaling, better than the club at least, I think. Dagger, scimitar. Could buy the scimitar. I don't have the dex to wield it yet. How many times can I level up with the amount of souls that I have? Let's do some pre-planning here before I stumble into something bad. Yeah, okay. So, as long as I don't use all of my levels, I can get the scimitar. So I think I will just put all but one of my levels into Dex, going back to scimitar, and that will be my starting kit. And I will also buy the dagger first. That was bad and weird for my throat. But I will also buy the dagger for speedrun strats and the torch for security. And equip that and equip this and two-hand it, because why not? Nice. Spin slash, is that one that you can... Yes. Neat. Okay. Now let's go and bait Swordmaster off of a cliff, because if I can get the Uchi Katana, then all of that was pointless.
Well, it gives me. I mean, how weird, don't you think?
Farewell.
Just talk to everybody for reasons. Go and say hi to Andre. Our favorite man.
Well, I am Andre, as a humble, sweet urine, a toilsome, let me, I am a went, but date, so prithee be careful.
Prithee be careful, guys. Go and do the Swordmaster thing, and then we'll go and get the Covetous Silver Serpent Ring, and then we can start the game. Right. Hey, Swordmaster. I forget where you're even supposed to stand in order to do it. Is it, like, here? Not when he walks around there, it's not. Okay, well. Not great. Oh. I haven't fought this guy legit in a while. Ouch. Oof. Yeah. That's what happens. I'm gonna give that one more shot. Ooh. He doesn't want to. Down the stairs? Down the stairs? Okay. Yeah, nice. Unfortunately, I forget how to do the cheese. And I also died. Yeah. I'll come back to Swordmaster. Because I do want the Uchi Katana. This playthrough is probably going to follow the standard sort of mercenary twin blades to some sort of katana weapon to Abyss Watchers, whatever the shit, whatever that sword is called, the spinny one. For now, you're equipped with lovely scimitar. And we're gonna jump off of a tree 1,000 times, going by my sort of luck last time I streamed it. Almost got it the first time, which would have been wonderful. There we go. Painless. Spent like 7 minutes doing that last time. You can go and talk to Pickle Pea. Uncle P, the invisible talking crow, who is also a merchant, who will trade you for things. Leave a firebomb. And we get a pumperum. And we get a large titanite shard. Leave a homeward bone, and something else happens. I forget what. I think that one's a pickle pea. That one is a pickle pea. It gets me an emote and the bracelets for the Solaire set. Almost walked off of a ledge twice. That's actually tech. It makes it go faster. And get the most important ring in the game. Put on my training weights. And now we can actually start the game. That knuckle crack got picked up on the mic. I didn't think that would happen.
It's too powerful.
Yeah. I broke my own fingers. Excuse me. There we go. Oof. That's not good. Come here, doggy. Okay, yeah, the scimitar has a unique kick analog. Uh-oh, that guy's not supposed to come up here. Should I leave? I should probably leave. Okay, he's leaving, so it's fine. Unless he doesn't stay leaving when I attract this guy, in which case it's quite bad, actually. Go. Standing under that thing. Right? Oh, no, he's right there. Nothing. I don't know why I was worried about it. Almost took too long on that one. That's not the way. Hmm. Let's go. Oof. I may have played this game a fair amount. That does not mean that I'm good at it. Also does not mean that it will not start lagging for whatever reason. Potentially something to do with me streaming it, because this game and Streamlabs do not play nice together in my experience. That's a shame. You don't like it when that happens. I am considering the possibility that streaming this game finally convinces me to attempt a speed run or a Soul Level 1 playthrough or something like that. Perhaps both. The trouble there is, as I think I may have said in the previous stream, menuing. The Dark Souls 3 speed run is very menuing intensive, and I'm not good at menuing in this game. So if I were to start speedrunning, that would probably be the main barrier to entry. Yeah, so not in the best spot here, because I did the fire. Interesting. I didn't think the fire's hitbox was there, judging by the fact that there was no fire on the ground. Yeah. I like the early game of Dark Souls 3. It's quite nice. Nice and simple, and as much as I do enjoy this game, there are some parts later in, honestly, not even later in, there are just some parts of this game that I consider more annoying than fun. The ubiquitous poison swamp. I should bait out another fire breath to kill that dude, because he was my main issue. Let's go around. There we go. But yeah, the ubiquitous poison swamp level. I do not like the poison swamp in this game. Do not like. What other areas of this game do I not like? To speak of the DLCs, the opening area in Ashes of Ariandel kind of sucks. Especially the part with all the wolves. I don't like that. You have to go up past him at some point, which is unfortunate. Well, have to is a strong word. That guy has decided to stand guard outside the door instead of patrolling for some reason. Which means I have to fight him. It's not something I'm excited about. Let's see, what else sucks in Dark Souls 3? Ow, dude. I should attack him, probably. There we go. The top of Lothric Castle, that big bridge section, I believe that's an homage to Demon Souls. It's not so good, though. It is a little bit on the annoying side, just with the way that it's laid out, the way that if you take your time instead of running past all of the slightly easier hollows on the bridge, the 3 Lothric Knights will come down and they will probably get you in the middle of a fight. All of this is to say that this game is very good and very well designed, but sometimes it is a little bit annoying. And that is not an issue that I think the opening suffers from. I think this is really well paced out. The enemy placements are all good. For a beginning player, they're good to teach you about the way that the game is going to work from now on, and for a returning player, they're good because it's memorable. You can just sort of blitz through it. You know which boxes have dudes behind them. You know that there are some secret thieves in this room that will attack you if you sit around for too long. I think this is the room where they are. You know which dudes throw fire bombs at you near which explosive barrels. Though there is one part that we will have to walk through in a few moments that I do think verges on annoying. I just realized that since I am playing the Deprived, I actually have a useful amount of souls right now, so I should go and cash those in before I continue on. Yeah. Do I have any other witty commentary on the design of this well-trodden video game? I don't believe so. God, I do want to go and fight Swordmaster again, though, but we'll be here all day if I try and do that.
Welcome home, speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then touch take not.
Those ones. That's how I'm on level.
Farewell, Ashmead.
700 souls should be enough to upgrade this for the first time, question mark? It is. And also to reinforce my Estus Flask, and also to take that one out of the Ashen Estus Flask and put it in this one, and fumble through the menus, accentuating my point earlier about how I would be bad at the speedrun, because I'm bad at menuing and remembering where things are in menus. So that would be something that I needed to practice on in, I think, pretty much any category. I don't know that there is a Dark Souls category where you don't have to interact with the menus at all. Because, like, even if you're not doing, like, glitches or soul duplication or anything like that, you've got, like, Yorm. Yorm is a required boss, and you have to menu during a boss fight, in his case. Where is it that you stand to bait this guy off of the ledge? I genuinely have forgotten. Okay, we're not off to a stunning start here. I'll take a sip. Okay. The frame drops are one thing. The hitboxes, that's another entirely. Do a thing. Nerd. What? Really? Okay. Well, he got me with a janky hitbox, I'll get him with one. Up. Okay, well. I meant to do his whole thing legitimately this time, but that's fine. I will go and rest at the bonfire so that I can pick up the Uchigatana and secure my main weapon for the entire game. Until I beat Abyss Watchers and get the requirements to use the funny spinny sword. While we're back here in the starting area, I'll go and kill the crystal lizard since I didn't do that earlier. Spinning your character like this makes the fog walls open faster. It's tech. I've got to control myself. I will overuse the joke of saying that everything is tech if I don't. Let's get into our Swordmaster cosplay. Yeah, no, he don't wear pants. We will be wearing the loincloth. We have to protect our dignity. Oh. If I'm not two-handing it, I legitimately do not have the strength to wield it. That's a shame. It is just flat better damage, though, so... I got souls. I'll put a level into strength so that I can make better advantage of it. Even though I am going to be two-handing it the whole time anyway. I may have to put one back into the Ashen Estus flask for this, because the weapon arts are important. Does Swordmaster have lore? I don't think Swordmaster has lore. I think he's just sort of hanging around.
If he did, he would be called the Lore Monster.
Nice.
That's some humor for you.
That is certifiably a joke that just happened. Bonfires exist. I should make use of them. Such a weird little pathway there. Sneak attack. Shit. Excuse me, the microphone is picking up my burps today. It does not normally do that. So that is another thing that I am going to have to control myself on. How is this? It attacks at the same speed, one-handed, so I won't worry about it. The heavy attack weapon art for this is like a parry, right? I think so. Ugh. Child. It's fine. I will say one thing that I am not a fan of in this game is the fact that there is even a button to maneuver your camera to the direction that your character is facing, because I don't think there is a single place where that has come up and I have used it on purpose. The fact that it is, I believe, locked to the same button as lock on it is a shame, because it leads to a lot of scenarios where you're trying to bait some big mean beastie into following you somewhere, and you think you're close enough to lock onto it. So you press the lock on button, and then it just snaps your camera in a completely different direction, and now you have no idea where the monster is in relation to you. And it's a shame, and it makes me nervous every time I accidentally do it, and I'd like for it to not. So I'm going to check and see if I'm wrong about it being definitely the same button, but we will see. Controls. Can I? Yes, I can. Camera controls. Camera reset / lock on. Yes, they are the same. They are the same button. So that sucks. Not a ton I can do about that, huh? Pop these just for posterity's sake.
Welcome, host speak. Very then touch
Level up, and they just need 1 point in strength. This thing scales good with dex, so I'll dump the rest into dex. I'll put 2 points in strength, actually. Keep it all nice, round numbers.
Farewell, Agni.
The scimitar's scaling is a little better, but this does bleed, has higher base damage.
It wasn't.
It's the reinforcement situation. Does use shards, and it can be infused, which means I can throw a sharp gem on it and fix that whole scaling problem.
Pretty be careful.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
That is good. Let's get back to the game. My fingers hurt. I don't know what I did to them.
Too much game.
Yeah, too much gaming. I'm getting RSI, which stands for really sucks, I guess. Yeah. Oh, hello, sir. You're normally very slow to come up that ladder, and I also don't know how the Uchigatana's parry works. Apparently.
It's like your parry window is pretty, yeah, like right when it like hits the top of it, I'm pretty sure. Either that or somewhere very close.
And we'll keep that in mind.
It is a very tight window.
It's a tight window, but it's a really fast parry. So I use all of my FP testing it out. Yeah, and I won't be able to
Can't you
parry.
still do stuff?
I believe so. Which makes me wonder why they cost FP in the first place.
So you can't do those after and stuff?
I guess. Yeah.
Well, if the mic is picking me up over here, hiding behind it.
The mic is picking you up, but you probably sound like ass. This is a very directional microphone.
I do apologize, viewers.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me to raise my voice.
Mm. She's got Pathfinder later. She has to preserve those delicate vocal folds. I, on the other hand, my voice just sounds like ass all the time. You know, it's... That guy, yeah. He's on his way up the ladder. Brave boy that he is. I wonder what this message says. Just, you know, at a guess. What could this message possibly be?
I am going to toss all of my imaginary money on something relating to butthole.
Butthole is, I think, the winning choice here. Let's see. Oh!
What?
It is mount ahead, therefore praise the rear.
Ah!
Slightly more creative than tongue butthole.
It's butthole in spirit.
Yeah. It is a haha look at the butt message. Which is sort of what we were gunning for. So this
Here
fella.
we're not sticklers for rules.
Yeah.
We're a spirit of the law sort of thing.
We really don't like this spear fella, do we? I certainly don't.
I remember back when I played this farming all over another spear for a set. And like, these guys always gave me the most trouble.
Yeah, the sword ones are way easier. The sword ones actually have some parryable attacks, if you're the sort of person who likes parrying. Which I sometimes am. This is the room, by the way. This is the room that I find quite annoying. There's dogs. There's a big guy with an axe who can one-hit you this early in the game. There's another guy with a halberd. He's less of a big deal, but if he and the axe guy are coming after you at the same time, that sucks. But if you're doing a sword and shield build, one of the best swords in the game is in this room. It's this one. You store a straight sword. No can? Oh, they're right next to each other. Yeah, that's why I don't like the room. There's two of the axe guys. Right, there's two of the axe guys, two of the dogs. And all of that for a good sword and an Estus shard here. And the key to Grey Rat's cell, if you're the sort of person who cares about Grey Rat.
Can you not care about Grey Rat?
I love Grey Rat. Oh, hi, there we go. I don't know where that 1 pixel of health came from. But it got me through the last 3 seconds of my life, and I can appreciate that.
Gave you those extra couple of steps.
Yeah. But I'm gonna equip some fire bombs, and I'm gonna kill the big monster dudes that I can get Titanite shards so that I can upgrade my cool sword. Thief behind me. Gonna kill this guy first and hope that I don't get backstabbed. Yeah. Ouch. That was a bad time for me. There's the parry. You gotta do it way later than you would if you had a parry on your shield. That's good, though. I'm glad that I can have a dex weapon and also a parry. And the, oh, right. I said I was gonna kill this guy. I don't know why I tried to kill him before I transformed. The Abyss Watcher's spinning sword has a parry, too. Which is why that's the weapon that I'm gonna go to afterwards. That and the fact that it's a big, cool, spinny sword.
The one with the paired dagger or the...
The one with the paired dagger.
Yeah.
The other one is the Wolf Knight Greatsword. I can't remember what the one that I actually want is called.
It may just be the Farron Greatsword.
Could be. I think that's correct, actually. I think you're right. What happened?
I did the wrong thing because of that.
Oof.
Had an action queued up. And then a thing changed. And the action went through. And then it was sad.
The glory of MMOs. Provided you are playing RuneScape, as I imagine you are.
I am indeed.
Oh, okay. Well, no reason to come back in this room. I got the Estus shard, and I'm not getting those souls back, so we're fine. We can move on. There we go. I managed to get out of there without a thief. That's good. Is he coming up the ladder, or am I going to get a drop attack? Getting the good luck this time. It might not be luck. There might be some, like, super specific line that you can take that guarantees that you don't get chased by a thief and that that guy doesn't come up the ladder. If there is, I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's carry on with the part of the game that I care about, which is down this ladder over here. Die. What happened there? Oh, right. Die. Forgot about him. Can't believe I forgot about my favorite guy. We're playing a little bit messy. It's a little bit. It's not. It ain't perfect this go round. Oh, right. I completely forgot about this. You can take this path down and you don't have to worry about those knights up there. This playthrough, I'm going to do something that I almost never do and abuse the fact that you can sell things. Any item that I cannot see an immediate use for, I am going to go ahead and sell. Normally I hoard cosmetics for fashion purposes, but, you know, this is a dex-based playthrough, and I like having the big rolls, so I think... I don't know if I'm going to stick with Master's attire through the whole game, but, like, any armor I am going to throw out. Any strength weapons I am going to throw out. Any dex weapons that are too low level I am going to throw out. Now, I have skipped a step here in that I haven't talked to Emma at the church, but we'll fight Vort first, because, you know, why not?
To be fair, I don't think I ever did, even in my first playthrough.
You have to talk to her.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, she gives you the banner that lets you get down to the undead settlement. So you have to stop in and talk to her, but you can go and fight Vort first, and
That's
then...
what I meant.
Ah, yeah.
I always come down to this just because it seems more like the place that you're supposed to be going.
It does. The church is up a hill and heavily guarded, which does sort of disincentivize. It makes you feel like you're supposed to explore down here, and then you run into a boss fight, which is a very Souls thing to do, I think. Okay. Vort's hitboxes can be weird, and I am very conscious of that fact, and so certain specific attacks of his do make me quite nervous. Yeah. Right. Train. Oh, did he turn to look at me before he started his laser attack? I've never seen that. Ouch. Ooh. Ooh. One more. There we go. Oh, oh. You see, even in the early game, you can get tense little moments like that. Also, something that I forgot about the Ichigatana is that it is very slow. Very, very slow indeed.
But it's a long katana. Gotta embrace the inner weave.
It is. It is a very big, long, thin sword. It does make me feel like Sephiroth. I have never played a Final Fantasy, but I love Sephiroth. Insert joke about how many Final Fantasy games there are, and yet they've all been the final one here. Get a parry. And that's how you be a gamer. You make gamer jokes, and you do well at video games.
Gamer starter pack.
Yeah. You need a t-shirt with a funny-looking stick man on it, and it says Eat, Sleep, Game, Repeat. And then you've made it.
You could also, you know, skip the beginning tier and go straight to Slime Sickles. So yeah, I'm a gamer.
So yeah, I'm a gamer. I did want a Slime Sickle shirt back when I was a regular viewer of his. That is such a good fucking shirt.
And like his advertisement, or at least the announcement video, that was just perfect.
Yes. Chug Jug. I've also never played a Fortnite, but in order to be a gamer, you have to make Fortnite jokes also.
But the jokes are better if you haven't played Fortnite.
Yes. I know about the Chug Jug. I know about the Tilted Towers. That's it. That is the extent of my... Marshmello did a concert in it, and so did Travis Scott.
I know they just added Superman recently, which is wild.
Okay. I'm not sure what Tencent are up to, but Thanos.
They're making as much money as they physically can.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Emma. Give me the flag. I don't care about what you have to say, I just want your cool little flag so that I can get carried off by some silly-looking gargoyle men. And also Way of Blue. I don't know whether I'm gonna... Do I want to do, like, a Covenant in this run? Covenants are fun.
Do you want to fight Master Chief? That's the question.
Now that's an actually good gamer joke.
Are you sure?
I thought it was funny.
I am going to legitimately claim, excuse me, not claim. That's a different vibe entirely.
Yeah, that's not what this stream
But I
is.
will claim that none of the jokes I have ever made have been good.
You're selling yourself short there.
I will say a lot of them are funny, but because they're not great.
There is one very good joke, and I would not be able to give the proper setup for it. And also, I have actually yet to turn on mature content for my streams. Unless I haven't. I think maybe I have mature content turned on for my streams, but...
I think you may have...
I'm not an affiliate yet. I wouldn't, like, get in trouble if I said it. Anyway, the joke is that the main character of Wolfenstein's name being... His name is BJ Blazkowicz, but just dropping in as a non sequitur calling him Blowjob Blast My Nuts is very fucking funny.
About that one.
So you've made one good joke, at least.
I'm gonna stick to my claim. But it was sudden and vulgar. So.
Sudden and vulgar. That's, I mean, underrated section of comedy. I mean, that's why farts are funny. Farts are funny, right? We think farts are funny.
They are funny, but I only say that because I cannot stop myself from laughing. Most of the time when I do that.
Farts contain no inherent comedic value, but we laugh at them.
An involuntary lizard brain thinks they're hilarious.
It make a silly noise. It smell bad. Those are the two rules of comedy. Wait, fuck, I should have made a joke about the rule of three there. Ah, too late. Now here's another question. Do I want to go hollow this playthrough? Because I could go and get Yoel. On the new game. Excuse me. The new game plus for that strength playthrough. I was trying to do the Hollows storyline, but I accidentally killed too many bosses before I went all the way hollow, and Yoel died without Yuria showing up. I'll grab Yoel here. Decide whether I want to use his services later. There he is. I get the binoculars out. There he is. My favorite guy. I want to call everybody in this video game my favorite guy at some point in this run. Except for Pontiff Sullivan. Pontiff Sullivan sucks. That's another part of this game that I think is more annoying than it is enjoyable. Pontiff Sullivan and Crystal Sage, my two least favorite bosses. Grab that. Come over here. Experience a couple more frame hitches. I really don't know what's up with those. This coward. Fucking what? Excuse me. He is
that happened to me too.
He is in the floor, and he is walking. Okay, second attack in my combo can hit him. I don't know that the other two can. Ah, there we go. So that sucks that he's there, and that I had to Estus because he was there. Yeah, well. Whoa. The little boys. The silly little guys. Okay. Thingies. Oof, I tried to roll through that. Yeah. Oh no. Slurp. If I had gotten the backstab there, that wouldn't have happened. Just want to point that out. Just get that one on the record. Whoa.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's
What? Huh? Her standing up staggered me? Okay, well, that was a bad time. Sorry? Who are you? Guy sounded like a Mordhau character. Never heard those dudes talk before.
That does give me a thought that I've never had before, and I really do enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
A mod that replaces all of the character sounds in Mordhau with Oblivion character noises.
I'm down for that. That's not okay. I'm done. All right. So I am going to die. If I continue through here, I do not think there is a bonfire in a near enough location for me to make it on my currently limited amount of health. It is merely a question of how long can I delay that from occurring. And if I play my cards right, I think maybe until I get attacked by these two dudes. I think I was right. Ooh. Maybe I was nope. Okay. Serves me right. I would have died in that hallway below that one anyway. So let us carry on. Okay. Yeah, maybe don't try to do that to these basic guys so I can just kill them 2 hits. Maybe just fight them like normal. And since I took the Estus shard out from under her, I'll just walk around the lady and her congregation and hope that they don't fly with the frames, dude.
It's just to keep you in a state of discomfort. Just for your Dark Souls experience.
Yeah. Can't be Dark Souls if you're having a good time. You have to gamer rage at this gamer video game. It's so difficult. I enjoy Dark Souls, and I enjoy how difficult it is. I do not enjoy the way that Dark Souls markets itself. I don't like the sort of gamer rage. This game is so hard. Gamer. I do not enjoy that.
Is that really...
I'm-
I've never paid attention to advertising.
I mean-
Really ever. But is that actual advertisement, or is that just the reputation that's charisma?
Kind of both. Good God. Okay. kind of both. It's like, I mean, they marketed Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition, you know?
I guess.
Like, they feed into it. They feed into it. It is mostly a fans thing to take it to the level of, are you a real gamer? But the sort of bed upon which that is laid is our game is so hard.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, the first time I asked my parents for a PlayStation, I think this was back in the PS3 days. I was an avid 360 player. I heard about Demon Souls. And
Yeah.
I was trying to pitch it to my mom that this is a crazy hard game and I'll feel so good if I beat it.
Mm.
And thankfully she said no. I'm so glad.
I am glad on your behalf.
I would not have enjoyed it.
It is a concept for a stream that I have had to, at some point after I beat Dark Souls 3, since this is the only one that I have really played, to go back and do Dark Souls 1 and 2 all the way to completion and see how I fare with a game with which I am much less familiar. I am not going to play Demon Souls ever in my life. God. Do I have to do it again? Do I have to come... I could go around. Yeah, now that I don't have a bunch of souls in that room, I think I'm just gonna go around. Let those guys do their thing. What was I talking about? I feel like I was in the middle of a thing before I got distracted by how the sort of rage game marketing makes me feel.
Don't remember either.
Must not have been important. Oh! I didn't mean to come down here, but that's okay. Drink the soup. Yeah. There we fucking go. Finally got my revenge. Revenge for the, like, what was it, 6,000 souls that those guys did take away from me? Not a number of souls that I am used to worrying about, given that up till now my most recent playthrough has been a New Game Plus. Yeah. Rage games as a whole, I'm sorry to focus on this so much, but it's just like... I think that from an artistic standpoint, there is much more merit in designing a game well, such that it is fun to play. But designing your game around being, like, brutally punishing and just sucking to play is like the video game equivalent of a Raid Shadow Legends advertisement. Like, you have written into the fabric of your game that Let's Players are going to play it, and that is where most of your purchases are going to come from.
I mean, some people are masochists, and that's why you see a lot of Super Mario Kaizo speedruns.
Yeah, Kaizo speedruns are...
It's great content, but, like, I just, with my personality, I absolutely cannot fathom how people can go through that and not just...
Kaizos are a whole different thing.
They're hard for the sake of being hard, and
They are hard for the sake of being hard. They are designed to suck to play. But A, there is an avid speedrunning community because of their roots in Super Mario World. And B, the original Kaizos, before the invention of Super Mario Maker, were ROM hacks. You had to, like, you couldn't just boot up Unity and throw down some assets that you bought and you know, call it a day. You had to fucking work for it, for for building your own Kaizo. And that is not to disparage amateur video game makers. I think I tried doing something in Unity once, and that was enough to prove that I do not have the mind for that. But, like, you know, I'm thinking specifically about Alt F4, and one of my favorite streamers, Wayne Radio TV. He did a stream that I believe was sponsored by PlayStation Plus, or perhaps PlayStation Now, where he and some friends of his played a horrible rage game for 4 to 6 hours, I think. One of them actually beat it, but the game was titled Alt F4. Like, you have done nothing but make the game bad. I have strong feelings about this, more strong feelings than I probably should.
you can't even do that on a PS4.
You can't even do that on PS4. The game was on a PC, which makes it was a... guys, what are Twitch bounties? I do not know what Twitch bounties are. But it was one of those. And depending on what Twitch bounties actually are, I am slightly less annoyed at the concept of that sort of advertisement. Anyway, I think about rage games a lot, and I do feel a distinct ire towards them, but not for the reasons that they would want me to. Oh, right, I died. I was like, where's Holy Knight Hodrick? He doesn't show up if you're not embered, so I'm dead, and I don't have to worry about that. Which is good, because I really don't like Holy Knight Hodrick at all. He prioritizes them still, I think. I'll come back and get all the things after I've talked to my favorite dude. Because for now, I would just very much not like to be here. Dark Souls 3, Soul Level 1, all bosses glitchless speedrun. Or is it no major glitches is the name of the category. I'm sure there are both, I think. There are both for Dark Souls 1, for sure. But I think if I ever do a speedrun of Dark Souls 3, as fun as the death cam glitches are, I think it would be a all bosses glitchless, perhaps a Soul Level 1 all bosses glitchless, depending on how much time I feel like sinking into this fun video game. If I did a Soul Level 1 playthrough, I would actually have to learn how to parry Pontiff. And I consider that a sign of defeat. I hate Pontiff so much, I refuse to make the fight easier for myself, though. I don't want to. Let's... Oh, okay. Frame hitches still. Oh no, that's not good. Okay. So we're in a bit of a predicament here. We're in a bit of a...
Now, how did that happen?
We're in a bit of a situation. Normally they don't follow me that far in. Oh no. Okay. Well, they're leaving, I think.
You just had to put the camera on.
Right up on the face. Yeah, it's quite bad.
Now, are you actually gonna try and fight this?
The Outrider Knight?
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps, probably not. Probably not. I think I will be dropping the Outrider Knight into an elevator shaft in lieu of actually fighting it. There's Secret. I like Secret. Everybody likes Secret. I can't think of a single person who would be like, ugh, I fucking hate the Knights of Katarina.
I help anytime.
He help anytime, so now he won't shoot us with arrows. On purpose. Did I pick up the thing down here? Because there is a thing at the top of this elevator. It's like... Yeah, I got it. I autopilot so hard through the beginning of this game that I forget whether I have grabbed basic items. Elevator shenanigans. The 2-layer elevators, of which there are 2 in the game? 3, maybe? There's this one, there's one in the Grand Archives, I think. I think that's where it is. It's somewhere in Castle Lothric. And those are the 2 that I'm familiar with. There might be one in the DLCs, because I don't know as much about the DLCs. Anyway, yeah, I have decided we're dropping the Outrider Knight in a pit instead of actually fighting him. Unless he chooses to be a clever boy and avoid our speedrun strats. Actually, I think it's speedrun. I just run past him. I'm leaving now.
Well, now that's...
I don't know why I rolled. I don't know why I rolled. He clearly was not going to be able to reach me.
So...
Oh, cringe moments. Cringe gamer moments. Cringe. It's cringe. Ow.
The ranger.
The counter for the extra damage. Anyway, Giant Boy is now our friend, so I don't have to sprint through this area. Thank you, giant friend. He's so helpful. Smoldering Lake. This was about an hour ago now that I was talking about areas in this game that I don't like. That I think are more annoying than they are challenging in a fun way. Smoldering Lake is one of those. Just like the whole situation down there. Night Slayer Torrig is in that vicinity, and I don't like him. The big ballista makes navigating the whole area suck. The like catacombs area that you have to uncover by shooting by baiting the ballista into shooting a bare bit of floor, and yet again with the lock-on button also recentering your camera. I really don't like that. Listen up, Hidetaka Miyazaki? Is that his name? Alrighty. I could just fight Curse-Rotted Greatwood now, and then go and do all that stuff with the Outrider Knight and the big saw people afterward. But I'd have to fast travel out of that area, and I'd have to run through that whole area with the dudes and the archer again. I don't want to do that. But I also consistently forget where the other bonfire in this area is. I think you get to it by going up there. I'm gonna go do that instead of messing around here. Good. I think we're good. Ah. You know, thoughts and words and concepts also are something that I have trouble grasping occasionally. For a solid few seconds there, my brain just turned completely off. Which is not optimal. Could definitely save time on this very real and legitimate speedrun if my brain worked. And that is what we in the business call tech. Speed tech. Thinking about things helps. Yeah, okay. So now that I've got that bonfire, we'll go and do Curse-Rotted Greatwood, and then come back this way for the other things that are this way. Namely, the rest of the game. Kill all of your minions for me so that I don't have to worry about it. How are you not dead? Now we can work on the boss. That did not do damage to me. Interesting. Just kidding. Oh, okay. Little double stomp there. Another thing I was aware. Just what a great what could do. I consider myself fairly familiar with this game, and yet still things surprise me. Let's get this one done. There we go. And then work on this little ankle giblet there. Can I hit? I can't. The main sack. Ugh. Is that a... no. We gotta get one more pop before we drop in. Oh, and I would like for the weird barf to go away. Ow. Whew. Today we are thankful for the fact that rolling into enemies stuns them. Smack the gross Oh, oh, what are you? Oh, the grab attack. Okay. Really? Okay.
Grab attack, that's my favorite Pokemon.
Whoa, speaking of the grab attack, I don't understand the joke there. Oh, I see. Yes, Rattata is a Pokemon. Okay. So, not so great that go around, wouldn't you say? Charcoal pine bundles for the fire damage to make the fight go faster, so that I don't have to worry about him as much. He is weak to fire damage, being a tree and all. Whoa. Yawn. attack these fellas, why don't you? No? Okay. He's helping. Okay. Thank you. Whoa, please, no. Please. There's the money. I don't know what that means in this context. I'm sorry. The attack that makes it to where I can't hit him. Favorite. Whoops. No, I just wasted a whole thing. I keep doing the roll attack accident because I'm getting nervous. Oh, no. Okay, I think that's it. Alright. That was far higher intensity than it had any right to be. But I did it. Let's get back to the shrine. Drop off this transposition kiln. Level up a few times. Just take a little chill break after all of that nonsense.
All that I
Maybe sell things like I was talking about doing. Okay. I don't actually want the transposition stuff, either of the boss souls that I currently have. Unless, which, Pontiff's left eye. Forget what that ring actually does. I shall take to Google. Recovers HP with successive attacks. So for our slow-hitting weapon that we are currently using, not so good. When we switch to the Farron Greatsword, that might actually be worth it. So we'll keep Vort's soul on me until then. We don't want to either of the Curse Rod of Greatwit's things, though. So we're just gonna eat his. Munch a crunch on that soul, as well as all of the ones other than forts that are currently in our inventory. Whoops. All right.
Welcome, host. Very well.
Let's
Then
level
touch
up.
taken notes.
And that much more health isn't going to make a difference right now. I will probably dump some levels into health at a later date. Nope. There we go.
Farewell, me.
Let's visit this lady. Give her some ashes.
I only.
And sell the things that I'm not going to use, like green blossoms and growing knives. It feels so wrong to just give up all of these things. It's like I said, I normally hoard in this game, but most of these are parry shields. So I will sell that one, just in case. The clerics fit. I'll keep those. No real reason. Oh, it won't let me sell all of these because I have them equipped, unfortunately. I have to back out and fix that.
Ashen one. Bish. Ah.
For a whopping 2 souls.
Bish.
Uh,
Ah, just
Andry.
stick to what needs.
I can't put sharp gems on things yet. I forget which coal you need for that. But once I get it, oh boy. So for now, we just reinforce it and get our little +1.
Pretty be careful.
Back on the grind. This isn't the bonfire that I meant to travel to. Ow! What? Okay, well, since this isn't even where I was supposed to go, we can just do that over. Cliff Underside, which sounds like a name of a person. My throat is killing me. I should have had some water before I hopped on, or
Would you like me to get you?
it's not that big a deal. How long have we? Actually, maybe it is a little bit of a big deal. If he would be okay with it, I would not mind a bottle of water. So this congregation over here is maybe a little problematic for my plans. Thank you so much. Okay. Do you want to do something stupid real quick? You would like to. I would highly encourage. Thank you. Oh, I almost did something stupid in return. Ooh, this is a fun game to be bad at. Alright. Now here's a question. Did we leave the elevator in the correct position? Because if not, this may get dicey again. Please? Yeah. Let's get this hydration here. Scooch under the microphone. That's what we like. Cold water. From the bottom shelf of the fridge for maximum coldness. Now this time, let's drop the Outrider Knight in a hole without making a fool of ourselves. Hello. He on your way? Yeah? He's walking. Friend. Come on, man. I gotta play a sick prank on you. It won't work unless you follow me. Okay. Already making a fool of myself again. Take a sip. A little sip. A little funny sip. And he's not following anymore. He got confused by the doorway. Hey, man. It's me. Your good friend. I would like it if you would follow me. It would be super funny and cool. If I could just trouble you to come the rest of the way through this door. There we go. That's got him in a good position, I think. No, man, please. Dude. Okay, he figured it out.
I'll make sure he comes up the stairs and not gets stuck.
He baited me into the elevator shaft last time. Alright, now do a funny jumping sword. Do a funny sword move.
Yay.
There we go. All of that for a sword I'm not gonna use. Could have just run past him like they do in the speedrun. That's not true. I suck at stamina management. I would have died. But welcome to the Ringed City.
Road of Sacrifices is actually a well-known typo.
Yes. They meant to call this one the Ringed City and the DLC Road of Sacrifices.
I'm just a voice on the internet. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Please. Actually, it was Road of Sacrifice's monster.
Weird addition to the energy drink pack.
Dark Souls branded energy drinks. Which energy drink company would be most likely to do that? Frankly, I think Monster is a good answer. I don't think Mountain Dew would. I think Amped is a bit more focused on, like, Twitch shooters. And I think Red Bull is the working man's energy drink. I think Monster caters just enough to gamers to do a Dark Souls brand deal in the fantasy world in which that's a thing that any energy drink company would do. Okay. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, no. Sir, please. I beg of thee. This is not the correct direction. The correct direction is across this horrible bridge. Luckily, I can run past these guys and get out of their agile range before they actually attack me.
Oh, hello. I'm Anri of this is
It's my
he but
awful husband if I decide to do that.
may the
And here's his friend who will die. I don't know whether I want to go for the Lord of Hollows ending yet. I might make myself hollow anyway, but I don't know if I'm going to go for the ending. It's very convoluted, and I don't know that I have the mental energy to follow all of the correct steps on stream. Ow. Nerd. Fun fact, these dudes who use trees as weapons are referred to as lycanthrope hunters in the game, and the big glowy eye dudes who are tied to crosses are referred to as lycanthropes. And it is believed that these were inspired by the development of Bloodborne. No, the bonfire is over there, I think. I don't know why I thought taking cover would work, but it's not half Dark Souls enemies operate. They can hit you through whatever solid surface they want. Frame hitches in the area where a lot of enemies can combo me to death very easily. That's not optimal. That's not tech. It's over here. Dog. Crusader Darken. That is a Dark Souls player character name. Might be the most Dark Souls player character name I've ever seen a Dark Souls player character have. Okay. I think we just blitz through here and go direct to Crystal Sage and just sort of try and rip the band-aid off and get him in one. I really don't like Crystal Sage. I've stated this in the past, and it will be made evident by the way that I struggle at this boss fight. Preemptively Estus. I wasn't at very low health, but I feel like there's a high chance of just one attack completely decimating me, so... Especially now we get into the fun part. Is this the real Sage? Nope. That's the real Sage. Gotcha. Disappear. Just kill this one. But yeah. But no. Sage. That is why I do not like Crystal Sage. Yeah. Sage bad. And, Champion Gundyr good. One of these, I think, is a controversial opinion, and the other one is that Champion Gundyr is an enjoyable boss fight.
My favorite.
For good reason. It's a damn good boss fight. He drops the whole turn into a giant monster act, and he just punches and kicks you a lot more. It's so good.
It's the best part of the first boss fight, but longer.
Yeah. More chances to flex your parry skills if you have those. Really cool atmosphere. I think he has a different theme from normal Gundyr, and it's pretty cool. Ow. So we're off to a bad start again. It's these damn homing crystals. I don't like those. And they just keep coming. They don't go away. The good thing about Uchi Katana for this fight is that you can proc bleed every now and again, which lets the fight move slightly faster. For example, I believe the next time I hit Sage, I will proc bleed on them and get a big burst of damage to slightly shorten the horrible second phase. Nope. Okay. Next time. Can't do it in one combo, because the game's just not that nice to you.
Like they don't want to make fun.
Yeah. It's almost like you're supposed to prepare to die. So, we're in a situation that, not to talk about speedruns an absolute ton, but that would have been great if we were in the speedrun. But because I am not a high-skilled player who is not following a script, that was quite bad for me. Crystal Sage, when he, please just teleport away, thank you. When he has his homing crystal soul mass up, and that is those those 5 little glowy things above the head, can't teleport while those are still in play. And the speedrun wants that, because it lets you just wail on them. But I'm not good at the game. So, oh, please. Thank you. I'm not good at the game, so I hate when that happens, because it means that I get shot a lot, and I die very quickly. They do talk about speedruns a lot. I feel like I have to sort of diversify my conversational repertoire. Anyhow, I was gonna push this stream for 2 hours 30. We're at 2 hours 15 right now, and this seems like a pretty logical end point. And also my throat is killing me and my hands are very sweaty. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you for tuning in. If you are a fan of what I do here, and you have enjoyed your time here watching the stream, perhaps consider hitting that there follow button to be notified of the next time that I go live, so that you can tune in again. If you don't want to, that is also cool. I appreciate your patronage, and I had a gay old time. I'm updating my stream schedule. Currently, my about says that I will stream, quote, probably every day. I tried that for the first while, and it's not working out. I will be streaming probably every other day. So I will manage to hit every day of the week, just not all in a row. But yeah, so do feel free to follow if you're interested in seeing what I want to do on Wednesday. Probably Dead by Daylight. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, that has been a stream.